vlog to AI Stats 2025 in Phuket, Thailand. Let's do it.
Hi everyone, Charles here for ML New Papers. The lives of machine learning professionals, researchers, engineers, students are animated by conferences, those described in the video up there. Each new conference marks the release of new research papers, pushing forward the boundaries of machine learning knowledge. And if you are fortunate enough to go and attend a conference, it is a fantastic opportunity to meet those at the forefront of the latest machine learning advances. In today's video, I will take you with me on a trip to one of the most important conferences, AISTATS, which this year, 2025, takes place in the beautiful region of Phuket in Thailand. So no more chit-chat now, let's go to Thailand. Anyway, tonight is my night in Hong Kong before my flight very early tomorrow morning. I'm going to get some good rest and I'll see you tomorrow in Phuket. Till then, stay tuned. Here we are in the beautiful region of Phuket in magnificent Thailand. So today is our free day before the first day of the conference AISTATS, which is going to start tomorrow. And today I'm going to take you to an elephant sanctuary where we're going to see those amazing creatures, but most importantly in a very ethical setting. More about that later, but for now, let's go to the elephant sanctuary. We are here at the Phuket Elephant Sanctuary, and we are going to see elephants, Asian elephants to be exact, whose current habitat is fragmented between India and Southeast Asian countries like Thailand. Now, it is no secret that those are endangered species whose total population estimate lies in the 40 to 50,000 range. Nowadays, in Thailand at least, captive elephants are often used to show circus tricks or give rides to tourists who, more often than not, are not aware of the behind-the-scenes practices. Some of those practices include stabbing the elephant behind the ears with a sharp nail or a bullhook in order to control it, or chaining it to a tree for hour-long periods, if not more, all those being a potential cause of permanent physical damage to the elephants. The place we're visiting today is in total opposition with such practices. Founded in 2016, the Phuket Elephant Sanctuary buys elephants from unethical places and gives them a chance to retire. And that means no more labor, no more carrying tourists, no more circus shows, and definitely no ear-stabbing nails. On the contrary, elephants are free to move in a 30-acre garden, which includes an elephant hospital since this year, 2025, with very dedicated and observing staff who cares for the elephants' health and well-being. Elephants can enjoy a bath whenever they want. Isn't that so adorable? So if, like me, you are a tourist willing to see elephants in an ethical setting during your trip to Thailand, you should definitely consider the Phuket Elephant Sanctuary. This place is gorgeous, it is a family-friendly experience, and you will even get the chance to feed one of our long-nosed friends with delicious local fruit, bananas and watermelon. Woohoo! I am jealous! Behind me is the convention center. This is where AISTATS is going to take place. There is inside a big conference room, which I'm going to show you in a minute, where you are going to see all the keynote talks by very famous speakers, as well as some of the presentations of some of the best papers that have been accepted to this year's conference at AISTATS. Besides that, you also have a lot of posters where every single person whose work has been accepted gets the chance to present his work in person in front of all those who are interested. Great occasion to network and to look at the work of all those hands who contribute to machine learning research every year. Let's go. AISTATS 2025's exciting schedule spreads across 3 days with a very mathematically consistent schedule. Opening remarks aside, every day starts with an invited talk at 9 a.m. made by a famous researcher, this year featuring Chris Holmes, Aapo Haivarainen, and Akshay Krishnamurthy. All those talks are 1 hour long and in general introductory to a specific area within machine learning. After a coffee break, which is an opportunity to talk and meet people, the rest of the morning is dedicated to the oral presentations of some of the best papers of the year, evaluated as such during and after the review process of the research papers. On the first day, there is even a panel discussion on the more general question, what can AI do for statistics, and what can statistics do for AI? Good way to build up a question by splitting out the name of the conference, AISTATS. AI, stats, stats, AI. Then there is the lunch, which is again a great opportunity to meet other researchers and students. It is a very friendly atmosphere, People usually sit at tables of people they don't know and start chatting about research, Thailand, and how amazing the food is here. I got you, mango sticky rice. The afternoon has some more oral presentations to offer from 2 to 3, and from 3 p.m. until you are hungry again, there are poster presentations. All of the people who had their work accepted at AISTATS have the chance to present a poster of their paper and therefore to explain their work to anyone interested, from the PhD student to the experienced researcher, from the theoretician to the industry professional. And this year, for the first time in forever, authors of recent papers accepted at some of the most prestigious journals also had the chance to present a poster of their work. This opportunity, called Journal to Conference track, was already applied to GMLR papers for the conferences iClear, ICML and EURIPS, and it now extended to AISTATS for the greatest pleasure of its attendees. I myself had the pleasure to present my own GMLR paper, Bayes meets Bernstein at the meta level, an analysis of fast rates in meta-learning with PacBayes, a joint work of the amazing, gorgeous, fabulous Pierre Alquier and Badreddin Sharif Abdelatif. And I would like to thank here those at the origin of this wonderful initiative, Pierre Alquier and Camelia Dodell. You guys are amazing. Now enough of me, let's hear about some of the attendees. We are fortunate enough to hear from an industry professional and a young PhD student who will share with us their takes on AISTATS.
Hi, my name is Yigit and I joined here from Amazon. I'm at AISTATS and very happy to meet you here, Charles.
I'm Kapilan Balagopalan, third-year PhD student from University of Arizona. My advisor is Kwang Sung Yun. I'm working on sequential decision making and bandit algorithms and partial monitoring games. Glad to meet you all.
So what got you into machine learning?
From my childhood, I was interested in mathematics. In the computer science fields, machine learning uses statistic, probability, and very rigorous mathematics, formulas and theorems. So that got me into machine learning.
When I did my master's, it was in aerospace engineering, and I started working for a startup that was trying to do weather forecasting. And I was wondering, all these aerodynamics, everything is very complicated. How are you doing this? And they explained to me, they use machine learning, random forest back then. They had all these sensors and weather data, so I thought it was very interesting, and that was my first steps back in 2011. And I've been interested ever since.
Why did you come to AISTATS?
This is my first paper, and this is my first conference as well. So AISTATS is one of the conference that publish papers which are very theoretically strong papers, and it's one of the leading conferences along with EURIPS, ICML, AISTATS. So because of the reputation of this conference and the importance it gives for the theoretical advancement along with empirical and practical application, so that made me to submit my paper into AISTATS, and I'm very happy that it got accepted.
My main reason to be here is to present that poster, but I've heard of AISTATS before, and I saw that it's in a nice location as well, so I thought why not, and now I'm here.
Is it your first time at the conference?
No, not my first time. This is probably my 12th, 13th conference.
So you've been to a conference as a student, I imagine, and now as a professional. What is the difference to come as a student and as a professional?
As a student, you tend to stress a lot about, will my talk be received well, or am I going to win this award, or is it even going to be accepted or not? And as a professional, your priorities kind of change. You're here to mostly explore, sometimes to recruit as well. Mostly as a professional, you're here to enjoy it a bit more than as a student. So I like joining as a professional more than a student.
You said it is your first time at the conference.
Yes.
Is it easy or difficult to listen to attend posters, sessions, or presentations?
The presentations, like it's in a one stretch, right? So we cannot stop and ask questions. So it's very good if you understand from the beginning, but if you miss at some point, it's always difficult to get back into the track. But still, we can get an abstract idea. But in the posters, when you go in person and ask the specific questions, it's very interactive, and we can get a good understanding. We can stop at any time and ask them to elaborate more, and we can also understand the other's perspective, so how they view the problem, why they develop their solution in that way.
So the poster sessions give more opportunity for interaction with the people. So
Exactly.
So it gives you like better opportunity to understand and see
Yeah,
more perspectives.
exactly.
What are the benefits of coming to the conference, in particular here to AISTATS?
Number one benefit, of course, is learning about the advancements in the field. And then also networking is very important. I already met like 10 or so people, including yourself. and just growing your network and meeting new people is a very big benefit.
It's inspiring to see some very popular people, and it's very good to see them in person. Just today there was a panel session where a lot of good people like experts saying how to develop a niche for ourselves, how to navigate this research area, so how to find some new problems and new solutions. These kind of things we can only find if we come to the conference in person. Furthermore, like during the social events like dinner or lunch, we can go directly and say hi, introduce ourselves and talk to them. This gives a good insights. They will provide, I met Charles as well, so he provided a lot of insights during our dinner. So this is a very good opportunity to attend a conference in person.
Thank you so much. I also really enjoyed meeting you. That was a great thing. What is the vibe at the conference? How does it feel like to be here?
It is the first time, so at the beginning, first day it was a little bit shy, like a little bit nervous, but the others were friendly, like we can approach them, they will always respect your questions, they will answer. This is my second day, now I feel more confidence to approach more people and talk.
Why should we go to a conference? Would you recommend that to other professionals or students?
Yeah, definitely for students. I got my first job at a conference career fair, so that was very helpful. Companies target specific conferences for talent. It's a very nice place to find talent, and so for students, either academic or industrial positions, they are usually the best place to find those. Aside from that, you are meeting new friends, new colleagues, future colleagues perhaps, and it's always helpful to know people, so I would highly recommend people to join conferences.
You should go to conferences because, of course, Thailand is so beautiful and you can taste the food from it. The food is so wonderful. So you got a chance to travel. That's one obvious thing. One of my professors once told, your creativity is determined by your exposure. So the exposure is very important. We can have a good research mind, but if we don't have enough exposure, we cannot develop ideas. So that is the important things. You can socialize with many researchers, get to know of new ideas. New ideas come to your mind when looking at those postures.
While AISTATS is one of the top-tier machine learning conferences, its less than 1,000 attendees position it at the smaller end of conference sizes. For reference, popular conferences iClear, ICML and NeurIPS usually register an attendance of more than 5,000 people, with NeurIPS reaching a staggering 20,000 attendees last December 2024. This contributes to making AISTATS a more human-sized conference with all the upsides that come with it. In particular, we could directly exchange with other people. During oral presentations or poster sessions, we could comfortably ask questions and talk about research, and during coffee breaks, lunch or dinner, we would just chat about anything. Oh, that sometimes included research too, because we're all passionate about what we do. And I think that shared passion and proximity made AISTATS a valuable experience, which I would highly recommend to any machine learning enthusiast. And if you have the opportunity to go again, and I'm sure you will you go again to a conference like AISTATS?
Yeah, definitely.
That's great.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining today.
Thank you so much for interviewing me.
I like what I've seen so far at AISTATS, so I will definitely, sometime in the future, maybe next year even, come to machine learning conferences for sure.
Thank you so much for your advice, Heat.
Of course, nice meeting you, Charles.
Alright, that's almost the end of our vlog to AISTATS, and by almost the end, I mean the last night. That also implies that I'm going to show you some of the beautiful nightlife of Phuket, including some images of a Muay Thai fight that we're fortunate enough to attend. But before that, if you enjoyed this video, as always, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe and hit the bell icon. I really do appreciate your support. Thanks again so much for watching. I wish you a wonderful week. And I'll leave you on these images of beautiful Phuket in Thailand. Cheers.